Hi, my name is Jessica Cardenas, and I'm here on behalf of John Palmer Systems in Armstrong McCall. I am an Element 3 artist at the Unlimited Salon in San Antonio, Texas. And this is my guest, Susie. 38% of women choose to see a stylist to get their hair styled. And 98% of women are looking for frizz-free products on a daily. And 55% of women have wavy or curly hair. Now, what would you say if I would be able to show you a style and a brand and a haircut to utilize and keep 38% of women in your chair, utilize them with products to keep them frizz-free and allowing them to understand how to use them to be able to have their hairstyle for up to 3 to 4, 5 days. We're gonna be talking about our Seriously Smooth brand and our Fernanda haircut. I've been able to utilize the Seriously Smooth brand and Fernanda haircut and been able to increase my take home by 37%. Now, what would you say if you can do the same? So we're gonna get busy with it. We definitely started Miss Susie out in the wash house. We use our Super Skinny Daily Shampoo, which is this one. Super Skinny Daily Shampoo is going to help smooth and control her hair. It is a cleanser, so it's safer everyday use and safer color treated hair. The great thing about the Super Skinny Daily Shampoo is that it has Super Skinny Complex in it. So Super Skinny Complex is going to allow her for her hair to dry a little faster so she can go about her day. Our Super Skinny Daily Treatment, it has a unique protectant to help with any damage. It's going to allow her hair to dry a little faster as well, and it has a heat activant in it, so it's going to be helping her hair get protected, and it's going to allow her hair dry a little faster, and it's going to help dry with that protectant in it, and it's activated with heat only. It's also going to help her hair be more manageable. So we started her off with the Fernanda haircut. So the Fernanda haircut, it starts off at a center parting all the way straight down. And we already previously did Miss Susie, aka Fernanda, with a diagonal back sectioning. So we started her off with a diagonal back section, and we cut her hair from shorter to longer to create a concave layer. So we over directed her haircut and we brought it all the way forward, keeping our elbows straight and high to create that shorter to longer haircut. My guest has more of a medium to fine texture, so I chose to take her elevation a little bit more above the match straight process. Now, if your guest has more of a coarser hair density, then make sure that we take a little lower elevation, but still keeping her from shorter to longer, because that's gonna help with any of her bulkiness. It's gonna help take off some of that weight. As for Susie, we wanna maintain the density, so we didn't take her as low. So we cut from shorter to longer in a pie diagonal section. So diagonal back, so shorter to longer. So that's section 1. And then we brought section 2 and we're combing it into section 1, keeping her from shorter to longer, allowing everything to fall down because we're keeping her density. We're doing section 3 and we're combing that into section 2. And remember, we're still doing shorter to longer, and we're over directing her. Section 4 into section 3 until we get to the center parting. So remember, we're cutting from shorter to longer. So shorter to longer means that she's gonna be able to create that concave layer. And once we hit the very back of her hair, which is the center parting in the back, she's not going to be having that much hair being cut off because we're doing a shorter to longer fabric. So we're gonna go ahead and start off on her left side. And remember, we're doing shorter to longer. We're definitely going to be taking a little bit from the previous cut guide to be able to ensure that they are sisters. And remember, we're not taking it anything lower than her mastery process because we want to maintain and keep her density into her hair. And we're still over directing forward. So we're going to be doing from shorter to longer, keeping our elbows elevated and high because we are creating a concave layered haircut. So we just did section 1 and now we're doing section 2 and we're going to be combing it into section 1. So section 2 is going to be combed into section 1. So we definitely switched our body positions and we're cutting in front of her now to keep that angle and to keep that elevation. And we're cutting shorter to longer. And we're cutting forward, diagonal forward, diagonal back sectioning, but it is gonna be forward on this side. So we're still creating that concave layer and we're maintaining her length. The great thing about the Fernanda haircut is that it's very universal, so you can be able to use this on any types of hair. And you can definitely style it in any type of fashion, whether you want to do like a really vivid volume, like a really brilliant extra body look, or a curl, or a smooth but with maybe a bevel. That's the great thing about Fernanda is that it's very versatile. And we're still combing from shorter to longer, keeping that length and keeping our elevation high. So now that we stopped with that and we got to the center parting and everything matched up together at the center parting, we're going to be taking her hair straight out to where it lives, and we're going to be taking a little bit of our previously cut guide and we're going to take it straight out to where it lives, and whatever length that it has, we're going to let that fall. And the reason why we're doing this is we're just making sure that everything is getting cut together, keeping that elevation. So we're just going to do just a little bit. So shorter to longer fabric. Straight out from where it lives. We're going to be taking parallel partings. And for Miss Susie, since she is more of like a finer fabric, I want to be bringing her back into my center parting because I want to maintain the density of her hair. And I'm just making sure that we cut off any corners that we might have to allow everything to flow to its fullest potential. So we're cutting out to where it lives, but we're bringing it a little bit more angled back into my previously cut section in the center parting to maintain her density. If your guest had more of a coarser fabric, then I definitely would say to just cut it all the way straight out to where it lives, because that would help with the density. Perfect. So now that we're done with the back part, we're going to be doing her fringe and a slight bit of face frame. So we're going to go ahead and put our previously cut guide that's already dry. So So we're going to be taking a half moon crescent. So the half moon crescent is going to be about 1 inch to half an inch depending on your guest's needs, their density, and the overall look of what you want to achieve. So we're going to take the half moon crescent and we're going to be pinching it right at the center, and we're going to be point cutting from palm to palm. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Like I said, it just depends on your guest and the overall goal of what you want your guest's hair to look like. And we're pinching, and we're doing palm to palm, point cutting. So palm to palm point cutting and pinching in the center is going to create her from a shorter to longer fabric in the very center. So shorter to longer, like a little moon. And since we previously cut our guide in the front with her face frame, we're just going to be doing low elevation. Kind of spin her so I can show what I'm talking about. Low elevation, and we're going to be doing palm to palm, and we're going to keep our shear moving back and forth, just using our thumb with no elevation. Perfect. And on this side, we're going to be doing the same thing. We're still going to be on this side of her. So we're going to stay on the left side of Susie. And we're going to be doing palm to palm. And she's already previously cut, so I'm just going to do a mock. And we're going to still be using our thumb with no elevation until everything falls out and gives her more of like a slight curvature in the front part. So that is Miss Fernanda. So we're going to go ahead and start with my blowout. And we're going to be utilizing our Super Skinny Serum and our gloss drops.